I wanted to come in here just real quick to share some insights that I channeled regarding the planet, regarding the Earth, regarding starseeds and wanderers, regarding extraterrestrial. I'm gonna be reading this because I was just channeling information and writing it down. That's easier for me. Starseeds and wanderers, they inhabit the Earth, and now again, starseeds and wanderers are you. These are the people that are here, extraterrestrial souls in human form. They inhabit the Earth in the millions, not only because the planet is now habitable to beings of higher vibration due to her shift, but also because the Earth is no longer in quarantine. For many years, the Earth was quarantined to keep those within from engaging with the external, with other galactic races. Because, a lot of what happened on Earth wasn't so positive. And so we were put in quarantine because they, or the Galactic Federations, the councils, they didn't want those within the Earth engaging with the external, engaging with extraterrestrial races because of our state of consciousness, our vibration. A lot of the times it's easier for those that are still not quite at the vibrating with love and compassion to be quarantined, because that way, we're not poisoning or being toxic to other planets. So they put us in quarantine. And what I felt when I was channeling this information is that the quarantine period, what I felt in the moment is that it has been lifted, that the planet is no longer under quarantine because of the energetic shift that has taken place within the planet. And a lot of you are starseeds, wanderers. A lot of you as well are here for the very first time as humans. I am here for the very first time as human. And we came here to help the shift in frequency, to help the Earth raise her vibration, to end this period of quarantine so that humans can start engaging with the external, with extraterrestrials, so that we can reclaim our spot or reclaim our place within the Galactic Federations, within the councils. Right now, for some time, yes, extraterrestrials were engaging and having conversations with the government, but humans still didn't have much of a say within the Galactic Federation. They were kind of just, watching over us and, making sure that we didn't do crazy shit, because humans, we can be a little crazy. So yeah, what I feel is that now the Earth is no longer in quarantine. We are now able to, if what I am feeling is that what we're going to be experiencing, and take this with a healthy dose of discernment, because this is only information that I feel, information that I am receiving. I am not channeling any extraterrestrial being. I am tuning into my own Pleiadian aspect, my own Sirian aspect, my own Arcturian aspect. So I am retrieving information from other aspects of me that exist as other extraterrestrial races. But what I feel is that we're going to be engaging a lot more with extraterrestrials. There's going to be a lot more UFO sightings. There's been a lot of those sightings in the past decade, but now it's going to be more of an engagement, and a lot of the engagement is going to be you. It's going to be starseeds, wanderers that are here as ambassadors of the Galactic Federations and also galactic councils. I feel that there's a lot of us here that are not Syrian or like Pleiadian or like any race that we know of. There's some beings here that are of races that are from other universes. And I may do another live about this, because I really do believe that there is an aspect of me that I tune into that is Pleiadian, but this Pleiadian aspect is not of this universe, it's of another universe. So I'm going to be sharing that in another live. Now, the government, there's still power within the government, and there's still, they don't really want that to take place, because that would give us the freedom to just be. It's like, I don't know, I feel like that would, there's a lot of fear when it comes to the government, and that fear is what manipulates consciousnesses. That's what manipulates or controls consciousnesses, controls, enslaves our consciousness. And so if we have this open engagement with extraterrestrial collectives, and it's all, it's not what we see in movies, a lot of these, yes, they don't have the best intentions, but I feel that now the earth is at a higher vibration in which we are able to use discernment and we are able to choose. The earth was seeded by the creator race. It was sort of meant to be a utopia, but didn't last long. Earth then became an open field for genetic and energetic experimentation. Many civilizations before us, before humans, or before the civilization that is now, rose to levels of consciousness not seen today, but eventually collapsed. Some collapsed not necessarily because of something they did, but because this planet is sort of a field that goes through cycles of creation, integration, and transformation. Once a level is reached, a new civilization rises. This is the way it was for a while, but now a civilization does not have to collapse and go through a period of transformation for a new civilization to be born. Now, due to the consciousness and energetic shift of the planet itself, a new race of humans can rise without the collapse of what already is. And by this I mean that a civilization no longer has to die in order for a new human to rise. And again, what I'm saying with this is that if we take a look at, for example, the Aztecs or the Mayans or the Sumerians, a lot of those ancient civilizations fully collapsed. There's no trace of them. They completely disappeared. And what I feel is that, yes, this planet is a field in which there are cycles. And we are here now, this human race, we are, in the process of growth and integration, and we have reached a process now or entered this state of transformation. But right now, the human does not have to disappear in order for a new human race to rise. The human race that will be rising are the generations, your sons and daughters, the children of the current generation. But it's like we don't have to fully die the way that we have in the past. I don't know if that makes sense. So I hope that I'm explaining this the way that it's meant to be explained. But yeah, it's like we no longer have to die as a society, like fully fully disappear in order for a new civilization to rise. And so I feel that was very just like amazing, because we've done a lot of work. Like, you've done a lot of work. All the starseeds, the extraterrestrials in human soul, in human form that are here have done an amazing job. And even just the humans that have been here for centuries, for millennia, over and over, they have been doing an amazing job. I feel that there's a lot of ancestral karma, ancestral trauma that has been healed, and we are entering really a pivotal time for humanity in which we are in this process of transformation. There is a lot that is collapsing within like government or power structures, but the human does not have to die, does not have to disappear in order for a new generation or a new race to come out. The new race is going to be within us. It's going to be the new race is now. The new race is you. That is the newness that is coming to this planet. And no longer do we have to say goodbye to what it is now in order to see something new be born. There is rebirth taking place, and the rebirth is taking place within you at this moment. Now, another thing that I received is that the Earth is not a planet that grew naturally. There's many planets don't. And a lot of them are seeded by creator races. I don't have a specific name for these creator races that are coming in for me. It's just this very high vibration, just a higher consciousness, and it's a collective, or it's sort of the creator race. It's sort of an oversoul, and it feels very high dimensional. It's like a sixth dimensional, like the architects. It's very powerful. But if we take a look at, for example, I wrote here, the location of the planet, the moon, and the sun is perfect. This isn't something that happened randomly. This was designed. Just like humans, everything was planned. And like I mentioned earlier, the planet was meant to be a utopia. The planet was meant for us to come in here for, it was a genetic experiment, but it was for us to come in here to enjoy life, to be happy, to exchange information, to exchange codes and wisdom. It wasn't, this planet wasn't meant to be a field of limitation or a field of fear and anger and judgment. This was meant to be a utopia. We were put here to live, to thrive, to love, to enjoy, not to suffer. The suffering and pain came because of the manipulation of frequencies, but the intention of this planet was for it to be a heaven on earth, a way for us to physically experience our creation, to physically experience life, because a lot of the beings that were coming in here were of higher dimensional fields. When we are of higher dimensionals, we don't experience life the way in which we experience life here on earth. And that's why I love this planet so much, because I am here, I am able to touch my hands to touch things, to feel things. And I think that's something that we forget because of, it's like, I feel like limitation is an illusion. Limitation is an illusion, because we feel a lot of the times, because we have a physical body, that there is limitation, but there really isn't. And that's something that I'm really learning at this time, dealing with some like health issues and stuff. And it's really all about the mind. It's really all about the energy. It's all about our consciousness. Consciousness is the architect. Consciousness is the creator. The body is simply the vessel of the consciousness that is everywhere, the consciousness that exists in all dimensional fields. This is just another way for us to enjoy life in a physical way. And I think this is why I wanted to share this, because just a reminder that you are not here to suffer. You are not here to experience pain. You are not here to be angry or to be depressed, to be sad. Yes, it happens. We are humans, and because the vibration went down and our consciousness kind of went downhill, we had to experience that in order to get to a higher state of consciousness, to the place in which we are truly meant to be. But it's like, this is it. It's time for us to reclaim our power, to remember that we are here to experience life, to experience life in a physical way, to enjoy, to love, to be happy. And I really feel this reclaiming that power within ourselves to just enjoy life. I feel that this is what's really taking this earth to the next level, and it's taking her back to her natural state, which was to be that heaven on earth, or that utopia. And I feel that a lot of humans, we are a genetic experiment, energetic and genetic experiment. We were created by a lot of different galactic races. We have Sirius, we have Arcturus, we have Pleiadians, we even have like the Greys and the Reptilians. And I've never really had bad experiences with reptilians. I actually channeled or tuned into this collective of dragons, and they are Draco beings, and they call themselves the White Draco League. And they were sharing their story with me about how they were so close to God. And at one point they were because they have a lot of they were again so close to God. They had a lot of power, like there was no limitation for them, and a lot of them, they fell into the trap of power, and they wanted to take advantage of that and act as God, and enslave other consciousnesses. And they kind of separated, and what's left of the White Draco League, it's only very few beings, but they are still very close to God. And the other beings that chose to enslave and use the power they had to act as God, they have been on this earth, and they've done a lot of things that are not positive or that are not good. But that is their choice, and we have a choice. We don't have to be like them. We don't have to allow them to do whatever they want. But that's a topic for another day. I'll definitely discuss that in a different video. I just wanted to come in here again just to share that again, this earth was meant to be a utopia, and that we're not here to suffer, and that the earth is no longer in quarantine, and that I feel that it's like we're gonna be engaging a lot more with those extraterrestrial brothers and sisters that we have, our cosmic family of light, and we will be seeing a lot of things popping in the news and the government and stuff like that. But don't be afraid. You know what is true in your heart. Feel just feel. Come back to yourself, come back to the heart and feel, because what you feel is the truth. Something that I do want to share now that I'm talking about feeling is that feeling is what brings us back to the body. And we are here to be in a physical body because this body is the vessel for us to communicate, for us to engage, for us to feel physicality, for us to experience life. And so allow yourself to feel. If you get sick, instead of complaining about the sickness, feel the discomfort that is bringing you back to the body. I've been, that's what I've been doing personally with the discomfort that I've been feeling, and it's been helping a lot, and it's really bringing me back to the body. So that's just another quick piece of advice to share with you, is don't be afraid to feel, even when it is extremely uncomfortable or painful. Allow yourself to feel, be in that space, and it gets better. It's only temporary. Just remember that. But yeah, so it's just a beautiful rebirth for sure that the earth is going through, and this planet is so beautiful. It is our home. It's our home. I know that a lot of you may feel like your home is another planet or your home is somewhere else, but in reality, our home now today is this planet. And she is here to support us. She is here to love us. So just remember that we are here to be human, and we can remember, we can connect, we can receive or retrieve information from other lifetimes. But that information is meant to come to be integrated in the body so that we can communicate it and spread that wisdom with anyone, with masses, with a few people. I feel that, like humans, we have been going or switching from timeline to timeline, and it's like, because we're very indecisive. Like humans we change our minds fairly quickly, and I feel that when we feel great, we are on that positive timeline, but then it's like our frequency wobbles. We experience like frequency wobbles, and then it's like, oh no, I'm afraid again, so I'm gonna go to the negative timeline because I no longer believe that this utopia is possible. Come back to yourself and believe that it is possible. You are here for a reason. You are here for a reason. And like I said, a lot of you are here as ambassadors of councils, the Galactic Federations. And I feel like the Galactic Federation that we know of is a federation that does include a lot of different galactic races, but that is only one federation of many that exists across the universe, across the multiverse. There is so much more that we have yet to understand. And I'm still receiving a lot of information, trying to understand things. But yeah, the Star Trek, it sounds very sci-fi, I know, but it's real. It's very much real. I feel that a lot of the movies that we see, there's a lot of truth in them, and they have to keep us informed. They have to tell us the truth. They have to tell us what they're doing. The government or, power structures, those in power, they have to tell us, because that's the way in which we accept and we choose to embrace the reality that they want us to believe, the reality that they want us to live in. So yeah, a lot of the movies that we see are true. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's been here all along. We know the truth. It's like everything that is taking place, they told us before. We've known this. We've known the truth for the longest time, but we are so afraid, and and I think another thing that I just thought about is that they make it a movie so that we see it only as a movie and not as reality. But it's like, let's expand our consciousness to see, to be open-minded and know that, hey, there's so much more than we know. When I say they, I am referring to not just the government. I feel that there are people in power that are not known, that are not necessarily like the president, or like, like this is whatever the government is made up of. I feel that there is people behind what we know as power structures or the government that are in the lead, that are doing things, that are continuing to manipulate society, to manipulate humanity. I can't say, shadow government. Yeah, I can't say specifically who they are, because I don't think anyone knows, because that's how powerful they are. But yeah, there's definitely someone, a group of people in power that, that kind of stabilize reality to feed their agenda, or to continue, what they want this earth to be. But again, we have raised our frequency. The planet is raising her frequency herself. The planet, she's doing amazing. I know that a lot of people are afraid of, like global warming or like all of those things. But I really feel that the earth, she is experiencing what she needs to experience in order to elevate her frequency. Just like humans, when we go through the spiritual awakening, our body kind of falls apart at times. We experience a lot of ascension symptoms, a lot of physical symptoms. And I feel that the earth, she is just like humans. It's just a different form. It's just it's just the same consciousness expressing itself physically in a different form. And so I think she is experiencing what she needs to experience. We are experiencing exactly what we need to experience, and everything is going to be okay. The discomfort that we feel is only temporary, and you are here for a reason. You are here to be you. A lot of the times people say, what can I do to shift the energy of this planet, to help, to what can I do? And the thing that I always say is you don't have to do anything physical. You don't have to be out there sharing information. All you have to do is be here. A lot of the starseeds that are coming in, or that are coming in now especially, it's like, you don't have to do anything. You are an antenna. You are channeling information. You are channeling energy codes. All you have to do is be here, be present, and that energy is being emitted from your centers, from your heart chakra, from your solar plexus. There is information always being radiated by you through your body, and it's like you really don't have to be out there sharing information. You just have to be you. You just have to be here. We are literally crystals on this planet, and sometimes you don't do anything with the crystal. You don't have to hold it. You don't have to wear it. You can just put it in your altar next to your bed, or like under your pillow, and the crystal is gonna do what it's supposed to do. And that's what humans are here to do. We are just here to be, just to be. And a lot of the times people observing us being, they are inspired by our peace, by the inner peace that we carry, by the joy that we have of life, by just the love that we carry within ourselves, by the compassion. So if you are to do anything, is just to be you. And whenever you do speak, is hold compassion, understand and listen to people, and love, and just love. I have to leave in just a few minutes, but one more thing that I wanted to say is I've been tuning into the energy of Master Yeshua, or Jesus, for all my life, really. But recently I've been like feeling him, and one of the things that he shares with me is that it's not about how many people follow you. It's about the message, and he shares this with me because the ego gets wounded when you share something and no one likes it, and you don't get that heart, or you don't get those views. But again, this is just a reminder for me, and maybe also a reminder for you, if you're on this mission of sharing information, that it's not about the numbers, it's not about the views, it's not about the likes, it's about the message. It's about the message. It's about your message, because the information that you share is your own perspective. And we need your perspective. We need everyone's perspective, because I don't believe that anyone knows the absolute truth. No one knows the absolute truth. All we know are perspectives of the truth. And so when we put pieces of the puzzle together, it creates the bigger picture, and we are able to see and understand more of what that truth may actually be. And so yeah, so I really appreciate everything, you for being here. Know that again, you're not meant to be here to suffer. You are meant to be here to live. You are meant to be here to live, to experience, to live, to enjoy, and to love. So thank you for being here. Definitely follow me here. I will be, I haven't been feeling great the past few weeks, but now I am starting to feel a little bit better. So I will be coming in live, having conversations with you, answering questions, and just engaging, because I feel that communication is very important, and engaging with each other is very important, because a lot of us, we can be what's the word, introverts. We can be very introverted, and I feel that it's beautiful to engage with other humans or with other beings, to have that connection. I think it's very important. And we live all across the world, so we can do this one-on-one, but we can do so through the screen, through social media. And that's really is my intention, is to start growing a community in which we can feel safe, and in which we can feel loved and seen and heard and appreciated, because that's something that I personally have struggled with. But hopefully we can start building a community here. So thank you for being here. I have to leave now, but I'll come back with more lives and more information. So thank you all so much. Again, sending you all so much love. And yeah, thank you for being here. I feel I'm about to leave. Like, come on. I'm just feeling now the energy of Master Yeshua showing up. And I feel like he's just coming in to send you his love and his appreciation, because Yeshua, Jesus, he was a man, he was human, but he was also a starseed, like you and like myself, like millions of people on this planet. This starseed, this man, came in on a mission of sharing information, but mostly on a mission to awaken the hearts of humanity, to awaken the hearts of humanity, to awaken your heart. And so I know that a lot of people within the spiritual community, they don't like religion, and you don't have to like religion. You don't have to believe or accept religion. Jesus, he was a man. Jesus was a starseed. Jesus was here in his own journey. He was a mystic. He wasn't part of any religion. That was never his intention. But I feel like he's here just to remind us that it's just an appreciation. It's like he's not saying anything. It's just feel the love, and it's like gratitude for us, for being here, for thriving, for pushing through, because it's not easy, and he knows this. He knows that being human is not easy, and he struggled. A lot of us, we see Jesus as this magnificent being that was just pure and never struggled with his ego or never had issues, but the truth is that he was just like you, like myself. He struggled just like you, just like me, but he endured, and he allowed his heart to awaken, which is the way. That's the, because in religion they talk about the way, like the way is Jesus, but they always say that Jesus is the way. The way is not me. That's what he's saying. The way is the heart. When we are tuned into the heart, that is what leads, what guides us through this human journey. It's all about the heart, because the earth is shifting not to the fifth dimension, but to a fourth density consciousness, which is all about the heart, Christ consciousness. So yeah. So I had to leave. Oh my gosh, he came in. You're gonna have to wait, because I have to go. But I think I'm gonna come back with Jesus. I've been feeling him, and I wanted to do a live, but I didn't know what to speak about, and I think I have an idea now. So yeah, I will come back with a live with Yeshua, and I'll share details about it here on TikTok, and then I may have to schedule that one because I really feel him, and his energy is so beautiful. So yeah, I feel like he's exiting my auric field, so I think he's leaving now. But yeah, so I just wanted to again thank you all so much. I have to leave, but definitely follow me, and if you want to follow me on Instagram as well, I share a lot of information there as well. The links are going to be in my bio. There's a link tree with all the links. If you want to support me, I have my website there, I have my YouTube channel, and also I have ways in which you can support me with donations, because this is, you know, what I'm doing full time, and I feel that, you know, energy exchange is always welcomed. So thank you so much, and yeah, I'll be back. Yes, I'll definitely be back. So I'll see you all later.